Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. People are asking about Gavin Newsom. What's Gavin Newsom up to? Is he planning on a presidential run? Likely not in 2024, but maybe 2028 or beyond. Looked up news on him. The most recent news is that he is offering to help negotiate the screenwriters and actors strikes against Hollywood and the producers and the studios there. So let's read on the current news as to the situation around the writer's strike and such, and see how things are going with that. King of Pentacles just popped up to say that, is that Gavin Newsom or is that the studios? I don't know if it's the actors. Probably Gavin Newsom. He's kind of the person in charge. He's a person in charge of money. And when you're in charge of like the fifth or sixth largest economy in the world, you get to wield a lot of power. And you can make a lot of things happen. So, Gavin Newsom, SAG strike. What's going on with that? Okay, there's a real disappointment here. And right off the bat, what this is telling me is that he's looking at this like, you know what? For freak's sakes, guys, there is so much money in here. Why can't you just share? Why does somebody, why do you have to do this? Why do you have to knock all these people down? It's still salvageable, but it's just, this hurts California's economy. There's so much here. There's so much to share. Everybody can have some. Why do y'all have to be this way? Again, because there's so much money. There is money, legacy money. This is a SAG and Screenwriters Guild and the studios. They bring in all sorts of money. They've been bringing money into California for multiple generations. Got to be closing in on 100 years at this point. That money's been coming in. There's a lot of money here. You don't have to have the lion's share of it. There's plenty for everyone. In the past, Knight of Swords. I think this is probably detailing out the actors coming in and siding with the screenwriters. And by rushing in, trying to side with them, that's now forcing the issue that the governor has to deal with. Before, maybe it was just the writers and the studios. Yeah, they can kind of sort it out. But now that you have all the actors in there, it's gotten a lot of attention. The stakes have been raised to the point where he's feeling the need to intervene. And so Gavin is, he's going to take action. All right, guys, you know what? I'm going to step in here and I'm going to help. I will help negotiate this issue because we can't have California's economy not going anywhere because you all can't share. And I'm not thinking of this as the actors and the screenwriters being the unreasonable ones here. Especially when the email goes out from the studio saying they wanted the strike to go into October so that the screenwriters would run out of money and start losing their houses and their apartments and then come back in and sign a crappy deal. That was an email that apparently got released from the studio. It just shows you how heartless and greedy the studios are. So public opinion's not going to be supporting the studios on this one. And the whole world's watching. The whole world is impacted because Hollywood and those major studios produce movies that everybody watches. And we need to bring this to an end. It's the other part to bring up there. And I know Sterling talked about this on his show about a couple weeks ago. The changes in the world with before you could sign a contract that was good for 10, 20 years. You can't do that anymore. Change is happening so fast. The example that comes to mind was the Black Widow movie with Scarlett Johansson. And she had in her contract that she would get some royalties from the box office. Well, Disney, it was during the pandemic, but Disney released the movie in the box office and streaming at the same time. And streaming, like on the first week, the box office took in 20 million and streaming took in 60 million. And there was no provision in her contract for streaming services. So she had to sue saying, they said that she got the royalties from a certain time period, and I was on the release, and the release was supposed to be an exclusive release in the theaters because that's the way it had always been done. And the studios are getting greedy and doing an end around on the actors. And that's just BS. You know what? They have to sit. So basically what Sterling was saying was you need to have this contract signed and then evaluated every couple of years to account for the new services that are coming out that nobody could have envisioned a few years ago. That's all. Page of Pentacles. Coming forward with an offer. I think, if Gavin comes in, he's going to start in with the offer. It won't be the big offer. It'll be the offer. You start small and you start working towards it. I think that's where that King of Pentacles came in. That flipped up is that, he starts with a small offer, but then he will bring forward the big offer that will end up being accepted. And there's just going to be a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of work involved. There's a lot of money involved. And people get stupid for whatever reason when there's a lot of money involved. But eventually everybody's going to be getting back to work, cranking out everything that we like. Judgment. Underneath it all is judgment. It's like the sorrow, the disappointment, the amount of money, and you got to be kidding me, guys. Come on. Wake up. Wake up. It's so tone deaf. I love that with the horn too. It's so tone deaf that they can't share the millions that are there. And a lot of the actors don't get paid millions. They're the extras. They're the folks in the background that flesh out the entire movie. Yeah, the Tom Cruises of the world get paid a boatload of money, but the actors that fill out the scene in the cafe, the stuntmen and the writers and everybody else like that, they don't get paid billions. They sometimes have, they have to work a lot in order to make a living. So Gavin, looks like he's going to come in here and looks like he's going to make things work. He's going to come in with the offer and everybody's going to get back to work. How soon? There's the $1 million question. I don't know. But it will come. It will come to pass. Once you're going to see Gavin roll his sleeves up, there's going to be a couple go-arounds. It won't be immediate. There's going to be offers that are go back and forth. But he'll negotiate it. He'll get things negotiated, or he'll facilitate that negotiation. And this will all work out, and we will forget about it a year or two from now and just be happy that we're getting all the movies that we really enjoy watching for our escapism, because in these times, having your escapes is a good thing. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for supporting my channel. I crossed 3,000 subscribers on Friday. I'm really thrilled. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you again for all the likes and the comments that you throw out there to get my videos up on the YouTube algorithm so it gets out to more people so that they can find my channel and see if it holds any interest to them. Okay. Thanks a lot for your support. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.